All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. We got a powerful one today, family. The Jehovah Witnesses study the African Egyptian pyramid. Want to drop you a watchtower and then sneak behind closed doors and study your ancient culture, your ancient monuments. What's really going on? We got to tap in today, family. Before we get started, hold on, family. Hold just a sec. Here we go again, babe. Here we go. So we're talking about the Jehovah Witnesses knocking on your door, want to give you a watchtower and things of that nature. Studying African history. We're gonna bust that down real quick before we get started. Make sure you get over there to my Patreon. You already know what it is. We got 5. We got a live stream lecture going down this Sunday. Who are the real Jews? You can get that if you join the intermediate scribe tier. It's a $15 lecture. It's 2 hours long. You know the visuals, the information is off the chain. It cannot be. Check it out. Click the link. Get over there. Join today. Also going down today on Patreon, Elite of America, Secret Egyptian Addiction. Talking about the tombs, the mausoleums, burials of the elite going down in the ancient Egyptian fashion. What's really going on? Let's talk about it, family. Also, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Seti products, DVDs, T-shirts, hoodies. Get over there, get you something nice today. Become a member of my YouTube page. Click the home page and check out the membership videos exclusive to my membership. And also get a video a thumbs up, like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. Comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because you will get banned. Here we go. Now, this is, and I've been doing this video, this Freemasonry, many of the so-called denominations, religions of Christianity, occult, partially occult, Rosicrucian, all of them. Egypt is defined. We have to look at that. Why is that so? Why is ancient Egypt almost the foundation of every? Did nobody ask you to do that? You did that. You took so it's the potency in ancient Egypt. No other culture on a global scale where people, in order to get, some legitimacy in what they claim they believe in, they got to have some form of ancient Egypt a part of that new philosophy, ideology. You see, and no different. It don't make whether it was Jehovah's Witness. Then you had the Mormons. You see, old Joseph Smith say he found a papyrus, an ancient Egyptian papyrus, and the papyrus of Abraham and so on and so all of them. It don't make no difference whether it's the Bible, whether it's the Quran, the Torah. Everybody want to tap in. Everybody want to be the origin of the pyramid. You see, everybody want a piece of Egypt, the occult. You know what I'm saying? That Egypt, there's some temples, initiation from Atlantis came to Egypt. Anunnaki, come to Egypt. Everybody want to come. Why? There's the potency in ancient Egypt that gives legitimacy to almost all philosophies and ideologies. And so no different here with the Jehovah Witness who knock on your door. Have you heard somebody knock on the door and you ain't expecting? You know what I'm saying? You ain't expecting to be the Jehovah Witness because you wouldn't have never even open the door, even peek. You don't even want to peek and let them see the curtain move. They'll knock some more if they see the curtain move. That you had to, you got to hope you see. You got to peek. You can't even move the curtains, and you see all them cars and people out there. People don't even go to the door. You know what I'm saying? And one of my uncles, he was a Muslim. He said he used to open the door for him and let him in. He said he run the science down on them and then tell them to get out. He said he opened the door for him. You feel what I'm sit them down, run the science on them, and then tell them to get out. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, get on up out of here. They used to come by and they be black, and and they would come by, and I'm the type of person, I like literature. That was when I was younger, but I like literature. You know what I'm saying? Because I might have to use it on you. You know what I'm saying? So, oh, you got some literature? Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I make them go get the good literature. I said, man, don't come bring me this with all these pale people on it. You know what I'm saying? All of these are pale. I don't see. I mean, I used to make jokes, and it'd be a black Jehovah Witnesses come to my door, and then they come with all pale people on the watchtower. I say, man, do black people even get in heaven in Jehovah Witnesses? He bust out laughing. Everybody just bust out. I say, man, I don't think black people get in heaven in Jehovah Witnesses. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no black people. And when you do bring me with one little black boy on the. We ain't doing good. We ain't doing good in this one. You know what I'm saying? And so he went in, and when he came back this last time, he dug in. You know what I'm saying? He made sure he got some, and talk about some blackness. And I said, okay. And I put, I like to put it in my library in case I had to get on somebody that I could tap in. But, and so I just had, I was studying all religions. I remember one time I was just studying all denominations. I said, I'm going to line them up. I want to get to the origins of them. And then when I got to old Charles TAZE Russell, and I seen this man had a pyramid for a monument. Let me get it up here. You see, had a pyramid, I believe. Oh, where is this? I think this is in Pittsburgh. I say, wait a minute. I remember one time, I don't know where I was. I'm going to bring that back. I seen, the Jehovah Witnesses pulled up, right? And it was two brothers, young brothers, and and I say, and they, and I was trying to sidestep them anyway. You know what I'm saying? Two brothers walked up on me, say, can I give you this? I said, yeah, brother. I said, yeah, what's going on? Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, well, it didn't sound, I think they was from Africa. I say, man, y'all come, when y'all get over here, man? He said, oh, we been here about a year. And I said, y'all came over here for the Jehovah Witnesses? They was like, yeah. I said, okay. And so, yeah, I say, and I cut straight into him. I say, man, Charles TAZE Russell? He's like, no. I say, man, y'all know who Charles TAZE Russell is? He said, no. I said, that's the man who founded Jehovah Witness. They didn't even know who he was. I say, man, yeah, go look him up. Did you know he had a pyramid for his tombstone? They were like, no. I didn't, I think they were shook a little bit, but I think they was like, when you get some, when they on that Jesus juice, you understand what I'm saying? It's addictive, they addictive to that, that Jesus juice. That ain't even Jesus. You understand what I'm saying? That's some Jehovah Witnesses. You see, that's some Jehovah Witnesses, and so, that's some occultism. Now, as you can see, you get to tapping in the old Charles TAZE Russell, and I can't hate the man because he know a little truth. That don't mean it's his history or truth, but he like, man, listen here, man, this is what's up. You know, this is what's up. This Nile Valley ancient Egyptian. This is what's up. We ain't gonna even play no games, you know, where everybody else play games with it and lie on the ancient Egyptians and say, oh, how evil they was, and they'll tell you that, and they'll print out the Bible for you to go and tell, and so you running around talking about oh evil Egypt while they going to get the mausoleums and everything, getting the whole, you know, inside of the tomb, you know, carved with all type of Egyptian regalia and all of that. And you over here talking about old evil Egypt. They tapping in. They tapping into the science. So he was more he was a pyramidologist. He was actually writing book. That's his book. Matter of fact, let me get the book up here. The divine plan of the ages as shown in the Great Pyramid. Did you hear that? The divine plan of the ages as shown in the pyramid. So he tapping in, and I say, well, damn, what do Charles Taze Russell know about black people that they don't know about themselves? This is critical. This is critical. And we still and they listen. You Negroes go join everything. You fat Negroes. You would be on something, and now you're on something else. And you're going hard. You was on something before, going hard, on something before that, going hard. Then when it ain't no, and when all the juice didn't drop, you can't get another drop of juice out of that, you join something else, and you join something else. You know why? Because ain't none of it nothing. It ain't got no sustenance. You know, when it first pop off, it just like a dance. You know what I'm saying? Everybody doing the dance. You feel me? Everybody want to do the dance. But then, you know, when somebody come out and they got a little sweeter dance, you know, they got a new dance, and they say, oh, shit, we like that dance. You see, we like that dance. Then they on to another dance. You can't keep doing the old dance. There's a new dance out now. And that's how it is with these ideologies and these philosophies where, you know, but it's some things that are eternal. And people don't leave ancient Egypt. They don't. You know, they'll tell you anything, but go right behind the scenes and we'll be studying your history. You see, and when you believe me, now if you ain't on Patreon, you don't get a chance to see this Egyptian addiction that I got up here, the Elite of America secret Egyptian addiction. That's Woolworth. You know, that's Woolworth. That's Dodge Ram. You know, people didn't know that when you got Dodge. The Dodge brothers is buried in that mausoleum. And that's right, the Dodge that where you Ram Tough, where they done took the Ram from Ammon, the Ram of Ammon, and now they got the Ram truck, #1 seller, come up out of ancient Egypt. You got Woolworth, who owned that, what was it, what they call them, a 5 and dime. It was like the Kmart, you know, a 5 and dime store. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, filthy rich. So they went down, and when the people choose the, you know, the expression of salvation, they saying this is for eternity. When I show up to where I'm going, I want to know that I done chose the most dynamic. And see, the thing is, when they look at ancient Egypt, they say these people were so advanced and mind blowing on damn near every subject and every facet of society existence. They say they got to know what it is. They got to know what it is. Ain't nobody gonna know if they don't know. You understand? They've been tapping into, it ain't just them. They are the inheritors of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of years of connection with the cosmos. These people know what's going on. Ain't no way I'm going to roll the dice on this other stuff when they took bits and pieces from Egypt. What I'm going to do, and when I could go get straight potency, I'm not going to get the cut. You got cut. You got, that's all cut. That's all. You got a little potency in there, and the rest of it cut. All benzo on your stuff. You know what I'm saying? You got a little bit of, potency, and the rest of it all cut. What's going on, man? Who gonna do that when you can get all potency? You see what I'm saying? And that's what Charles TAZE Russell said. I want the potency. So he took it straight back to ancient Egypt. You see, and this is another one of his. So he was a pyramidologist. And if you tap into his book and you open up the book, he's mathematically breaking it down, and like the occultists, and and we know he don't know what he's talking about. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? He think he know what he's talking about, but he in there breaking it down and using geometry and his philosophy, ideology, which he probably didn't took from earlier cats, you know what I'm saying? Earlier occultists, they all this is another one of his books right here too. Thy kingdom come, a helping hand for Bible students. And he keep the Amun Ra, the winged sun disk with the serpents, the Nagas. He got the twin serpents. Matter of fact, that's one of all his books got some form. The time is at hand. He got the winged sun disk on there. Got the pyramid. Well, what do we need with the watchtower? We don't want that. What I say, man, we could take it straight to the potency. We're going straight to our ancestors' truth. Why would we even use this? And what's crazy is that here they come. They want to hand you the watchtower. And not only was that, you could go on the pyramid and you could see he had the Knights Templar's cross on there. You see, he got and even in the where the main church is, he got a Knights Templar cross in that church too. So that's Freemasonry. That's Freemasonry too. So they all thieving. Freemasonry, all of them, man. The potency is Egypt. That's just the bottom line. Here it is, Charles TAZE Russell, 1852-1916. Pastor Russell formed a Bible study group in Allegheny City in the 1970s, developed it into the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society. It became the legal corporation for Jehovah Witnesses. He lived in the Bible house nearby, 1894 to 1909, spoke here at the Carnegie Hall. Okay, so Charles TAZE Russell put it down for Jehovah Witnesses. Well, at least they got some potency. A lot of them, they might not be able to, they not us. We blood lineage. You understand what I'm saying? We blood lineage of the Pharaoh. And so they had to do the best that they can. And so what Charles TAZE Russell did was he created, a system for the Jehovah Witnesses that they could use. But I'm quite sure they tapping in to something else. Why they handing you that watchtower? Because a lot of them, when they teachers be Freemasons like that, they giving you that's layman stuff. The little watchtower. But once you get in it, you could believe they got a system. Because I seen the one out there, the Mormons. They into the Freemasonry too. How they initiate you into the higher stages, and it's nothing but Freemason rituals and that they perform to advance you in a system. So I'm quite sure that the Jehovah Witnesses do the same thing too. So it is what it is, family. It is what it is. We always tapping in over here. We know what it is. I ain't got time to play with none of you. You can go and fumble the ball and pretend you know something that you don't. But at the end of the day, you will pay for ignorance. You will pay for ignorance at the end. It might not be today. It might not be tomorrow, but your day is coming. So, wake up while you can, because it is an opportunity right now for you to wake up and choose the right path. You see, right now today, appreciate y'all family. Make sure you get over there to because we gonna chop it up. You know, this was a precursor to the Elite of America's Secret Egyptian Addiction. I want y'all to tap in on Patreon today. And Sunday, we most definitely gonna jump it off with who are the real Jews. This gonna be 2 hours, man. This is gonna be powerful. And you already know I ain't holding it up. It's gonna be like you on a roller coaster ride from beginning to end. Appreciate y'all. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Boom. Black power. Appreciate y'all too.